Hi, it's Therese from Lostinpaper, and I'm here with the mood board inspiration challenge for Scrapbook Boutique, and isn't it gorgeous? Gold and pink and all things shiny. We all love those. Today I'm going to be using some of the transfer gel. This is from DecoFoil and it's made to go with their foil products, and I thought the gold foil would work perfectly with this inspiration. I've got a stencil which is from Echo Park and it's called the Diagonal Buffalo Plaid, and it's kind of in their Christmas range, but I thought it looked really, you could use it for any time of year, and it has some really fine details in it. I was really interested to see how it was going to go with the gel. This gel isn't going to look perfect like a normal sort of foil paper that you buy, and that kind of adds to the fun of it really. You do need to wash everything straight away because basically it's a glue, and you do need to let this gel dry completely until it's clear. I actually left this dry overnight because I was doing something else in the meantime and just didn't get back to it. Right, then I've just got my laminator set on hot. If you have a ink machine, you could use that. Probably it's even better because you've got more control over the heat settings. And I did speed this up going through because it's so slow. I hate waiting for things. And look at that. Isn't it amazing? Alright, so I did struggle with where I was going to go with this card. I tried a few different things and eventually I settled on using this gorgeous, it's a heart stamp, and I have the matching dies. It's from Neat and Tangled and it's called the floral heart, and I've simply just heat embossed that with some gold embossing powder. I didn't bother colouring it. I know that's so unlike me, but it's such a busy background and it's quite a busy card for me, so I thought it would be easier just to leave it as the gold embossed line art. The dies for this heart come in two pieces, which make it so versatile. You can do so much with it. And I did die cut the center and the outside. I've got a Dynamics die here which is called Absolutely Fabulous, and I'm just using the fabulous portion of it and creating my own glitter paper with some washi tape and just sticking that on some white cardstock and just making sure that it's wide enough to hold the die, and then I can use some adhesive to hold that in place while I run that through my die cutting machine. Lots of die cutting today. I'm going to pop this word up on top of my window. So I'm doing my usual trick where I've die cut the word in some fun foam, and it's not going to be quite thick enough. So while that's set aside to dry, I'll come back and show you how I get around that. While that's drying, because I've used the matte medium, I did die cut the heart, the larger heart die out of my background panel. And then I've inset the little heart that I've created and held that in place just with some tape and popped that up on the front of my top fold card using some fun foam and some score tape. So when I remove my sentiments out of the fun foam, I like to pop out the center of the letters first, especially if I haven't let it dry quite long enough. It's a little trick I use. Now I want to set this over the die cut heart, and because I've popped that up with the fun foam behind the panel, there just isn't enough behind those letters to hold that up in the center. So what I've done here is I'm actually sitting the word fabulous over the gap, and I want to double fun foam, I know it's a new technique, the center of the letter. So I'm just working out roughly where it's going to be sitting, and I've die cut the word a second time in the white fun foam, and then I can just adhere the sections that I know are going to be within the center of the heart, just so it's popped up enough to sit on the card and not flop around. It does take a while to dry, so if you rush, beware. You do need to add matte medium to the whole back of this die cut word because it's going to sit flush right across the card now. And that's my card for today. Oh, I did add a couple of gold sequins, and I do like the texture that transfer gel gives. So I'll link everything below. So till next time. Happy paper crafting. Bye.